Hi everyone, and welcome to another daily video from Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle. My name is Ricky Hayes. Today's video is how to effectively make lookalike and custom audiences that's gonna make you money, okay? So let's get straight into it. I love doing that. I think I'm cool. But anyway, basically, to explain, I have explained previous videos, but I'm trying to segment and make it so that it's more consistent, shorter videos that get straight to the point. So a lookalike, so I'll start with a custom audience. So a custom audience is, so let's say you're getting all these people to your website. You're driving traffic from this product, this product, this product, this product. And you find that out of these 5 products that one of them is doing far better than the other 4 and they might not be doing well at all. You want to maybe retarget those people. You may want to make lookalikes from those people. This is where Facebook becomes very powerful because you can do that. And that is what a custom audience is. So think of your pixel with all your data, and a custom audience is you're telling your pixel to go to your, you're telling Facebook, sorry, to go to your pixel and say, out of these 100,000 people, I want 10 people, the 10,000 people that added to cart specifically. It's going to pull those people out and put them into another group. So they're still going to be in this group. They're also going to be in this group. So think of a custom audience as simply a filter, okay? Realistically, a custom audience is just a filter option. The thing with marketing is at the end of the day, it's all just filtering. Whether you're making your interest targeting or whatever, it's realistically just filters, and you just filter like a funnel. That's all there is to it, okay? And so a custom audience does that. And then you can use those custom audiences. So I'll get to lookalikes momentarily, and I'll get to how you make them again. Oh, sorry, that's a catalog draft that I made. But this is just on my, I'm in the campaign, that's embarrassing. But in previous videos, I made this ad, just a draft one. Basically, you can see I've got no purchases because this is just a bogus purchase pixel. But if you want to use custom audience, this is where you do it, right? So see how you got custom audience and lookalikes? Again, this is just a filter. That's all that is. But I made a custom audience called CA, custom audience, dog collar, the product name, VC, view content, 180 days, meaning the amount of time to look back on the pixel to gather as much people as possible. And I don't know why I did the view content again. I think that was because I did it through Trackify. Yeah, I did. But basically, I would choose that. And so obviously now it's going to just bug out because I haven't done it properly. But basically, once you do have a custom audience listed in here, then your interest targeting is not really needed. It's really not needed at all, especially for just a custom audience for retargeting. You definitely don't need it. It's just going to retarget those people based on that filter. You've told Facebook, and it's going to target those specific people. You can also, if you want as well, let's say you have, you're doing view content, you have 50,000 view contents, and of those 50,000 view contents, you have 1,000 orders. And you want to retarget people, those other 49,000 that haven't purchased, that may have added to cart or view content, it doesn't matter. And so you can then make a custom audience very similar to this that excludes purchase. So it's pretty much the exact same, except so when you make the custom audience, rather than saying that I want to include everyone, I want to exclude purchase. I want to exclude add to cart. I want to exclude this. I want to exclude people that, I want to see people that visited this web page but exclude this web page. I want to this and that. You can do as much as you want. It's very, the word is not coming to me. You can be very specific, but when you want to be very specific is when you have a lot of data, okay? If you have getting 100 store visits a day, you don't want to do view content minus add to cart, excluding add to cart, because, or you don't basically want to do add to cart only, because what's going to happen is of those 100 view content, there'll probably be like 5, 10 people, 20 people max, and it's not worth making a custom audience at that point, okay? You want to make custom audience when you're getting at least 100 fires of that event a day. And what I mean by that event is view content, add to cart, add payment info, purchase. All right. Now, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And so it's very powerful. You can use this, and then what you do if I was, mainly when you're doing a custom audience in the ad set itself, basically, sorry, one second. My apologies there. There's some construction work going on outside, and just had to just quickly go in. But basically, when you're using a custom audience in your ad set, it's for retargeting, all right? Specifically for retargeting. I haven't really covered that, so I do apologize because I mainly use DPA, but you can obviously do custom audience retargeting as well, which works extremely well if done correctly. It may work for some, it may not work for some, but so what you're doing is, this is specifically for retargeting. So then my ad, if I were to make an ad, I've done it wrong. Anyway, and then it bugs out. Lovely. So annoying. Is that, so you have your cold traffic ad is what it's known as, which is just hitting new prospects, and then you retarget with your custom audience, is that you're then going to use, oh, God, am I doing shocking? Is you're then going to use this custom audience of, let's say, VC 180 days, and you're going to make a new ad that's very similar to the one that you originally had of, get yours 50% off free shipping worldwide, whatever the product, whether it's a video or can be a carousel if you want as well. These work especially well with videos. But so you would then make your ad, and you would possibly even use the exact same video or images, but you would say, hey, we see you visited, we see you were interested in our product. We're sorry to see you go. Return today now for a 10% discount code. I don't know, let's say dog collar, so dog 10. And the reason I like to use personalized discount codes is just a bit more personal. It's a bit of psychology that people like, a bit of personal touch. And you would put discount code 10%, and you put that in the description, and again reinforce that it's free shipping, and a number of people will come back and buy, because sometimes people need 2 or 3 times. And you could then make you can make a strategy around let's say view content 1 day. All right, so as soon as they leave your website, you make a view content, you make a custom audience for 1 day. And what that means is, as soon as they leave, they come back onto Facebook or Instagram if you're targeting both those placements, and they'll get retargeted with that. And then you can make one 3 days, and you could say, and basically it's the exact same custom audience except 1 day, 3 days. And then you change it so that instead of a 10% discount code, it's 15%. It's like what my videos that I made with SMS bump, recut, messenger marketing, all of that. You sort of incrementally increase the discount code, and you retarget them to really incentivize them to come back. And then you might do a 7 day, and 20% off if you can handle that discount. And so you're basically just retargeting people as much as you want. As much as you want with a discount code, and you pretty much just change it, like from the first one, 10% off, product stock is running low, get 15% off before stock runs out today. And then last one, last chance, get 20% off for 1 hour only. And then you're like really hammering it home. And so that's something I'm testing more, because I've been mainly doing DPA, but I am trying more custom audience ads, even though I mainly use carousel. DPA works really well with carousel. I'm just trying custom audience. So definitely look at custom audience, especially if you're using videos, okay? So that's how custom audience works. And then if we go into this, it's actually in your audiences tab. And in your audiences tab, I apparently made a heap of lookalikes, but you can see that was from my video with making Trackify, that's right. But you can see it's got the custom audience, the exact one I was telling you about. An audience is too small because it doesn't have any data. You need at least, Facebook says, I think it's at least 20 people for it to be green. For at least to be green. And then what you can do is you can do this in Trackify, which is where I do it, or you can do it here. It does make a bit of a difference, not hugely though, so don't be worried if you're not using Trackify, right? You can make a lookalike audience, and you use the source being the custom audience. So now we've told, so basically again, the custom audience being the filter, and then we make the location, so that'll be where you're getting most of your traffic from. You'll most likely know that from doing your intersecting of your ads and seeing where all your view content, add to cart purchases are from, and you'll choose the country, and then you choose the percentile or audience size. And so you can go 1 to 10%. I try every percentile. I just try everyone, and then I now try 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. So basically what that means is you move it here, 10.5, and you can go with show advanced, and if I went 2, so if I went that one and that one, you can see how they're the same, but they do get different results, believe it or not. So basically 0 to 5, or sorry, 1 to 5, it's a bit confusing, 6 to 10. It can be a bit misleading, but if you make that, then you can make all those lookalikes. And this is what the result of these lookalikes will be, is they'll have different sizes. These are all to the US. You can see the specific data. You can see the audience name, which is always used by the custom audience. You can see the details. So you can see, oh wait, sorry, no. I think I may have made a mistake, but usually what you should see is you see that what custom audience is being referenced to define that custom lookalike. All right. So to explain what a lookalike is a very ambiguous word actually. But so once you made a custom audience of, let's say, 300 people who have added to cart, what you can tell Facebook is it has so much data on people, and this is why I say let Facebook do most of the work, because it is an amazing piece of programming. That Facebook will then say, of those 300 people, I will find some similarities between these people's comments, replies, purchase behavior, all of that. And I'm going to now find you millions of other people that it defines based on its algorithm and data that are very similar. And so that's what a lookalike is. Basically, a lookalike is just you're using a custom audience of people that you've told Facebook, well, this is my type of audience. I want similar people. And you're going to find that some of these lookalikes work. Like you might find 1% in theory is meant to work better than 10%. But at times you'll find 10% works better. At times you might find 1 to 5% might work better than every other one, and it's huge. Or you might find that 7% might work better. You don't know because you can't control it. But that's why there's a lot of theories out there about the best way to do it. And one of the best ways to really do it is to, again, keep it simple. So you can make... I want to show you what you can make custom audiences on. So, pardon me. You can make it on a customer file. If you have emails, a lot of emails, I would say at least 1,000 emails, you can upload it as a CSV. If you're using MailChimp, you can actually just integrate it. But I use Klaviyo, so just export your list in Klaviyo as a CSV. It'll then prompt you what fields you want to use, like their email address, name, date of birth. The more that you can sort of put in, the more it can match that to an actual person, and then use that person to make lookalikes. Website traffic is basically, I've explained this, you've got your pixel, by default choose that, and this is where you can include, exclude, you can do whatever. So if I want to go all website visitors, excluding people that have visited a specific product page in the last 30 days, I can do that. So I could say that I want everyone but people for this dog collar, because you might find your dog collar is doing really well, but I want to find other people that are just looking at my other products, and you might want to do that. You can refine by frequency, device, you can refine further. The more you refine, obviously the smaller it's going to be. So that's why you need a lot of data before you really start trying to refine a custom audience, if that's what you want to do. Like if you're getting 100,000 people a day, yeah, you could do this and you would still have a stupidly large custom audience, all right? But if you're getting 10 people a day, don't even bother making a custom audience, is all I'm getting at, all right? And you can do this to... It's not showing them all, but once you start getting data, it'll show view content, add to cart, purchase, leads, So you can, for instance, I could say people that people that purchased. All right, so you can make a custom audience of people that purchased. Now, why would I do that? One, you make lookalikes from it because view content, add to cart, and purchase. You make lookalikes. In theory, purchase should work best because these people have purchased. Facebook's going to find you lookalikes of other people that are likely to purchase, right? That's not necessarily true, but in theory it is. But basically, another reason you want to do those is if you did a purchase for the last 180 days, you can then go back to your actual ad. And this is what I mean by, like, what I like about DPA is that it's just a lot of stuff that I don't have to do as much of, whereas this can get very time consuming, right? But it depends how much time you want to spend. So I just want to show you this to show you what you can do. And this again, so now let's say we've made 2 custom audiences. One of people that have viewed content, and then one of people that have purchased. And I'm going to use the other one, pretend that's purchase. So now what I'm telling Facebook is I want everyone who has viewed content, because what it's going to do with those viewed content is people that have purchased are in that audience. But then you've made a custom audience that says no, that then groups all those purchases for that same product together. And then you put it as an exclusion, because you're then saying, well, people that have already purchased, I don't want to target them. They've already purchased. It's less likely that they're going to purchase again. I mean, they're interested in you, but you want to give the discount to those that haven't purchased, basically. And because, the people that have purchased, they'll then see the discount code and they're like, well, what's this? This is annoying. I could have got a 15% discount code and you might get some angry people. I've been there. I've done that. So basically, this is what you want to do. Especially if you're retargeting it. So you can, you would then say view content minus purchase. And you only want to do this when you're really getting a large number of sales, otherwise it's not worth it. And then everything else, you just leave it. You just leave it. Make sure you do 1 day click though, I should say, sorry. But, and it's going to then filter for it. So you see how you're making custom audiences to filter, pulling out from your pixel specific segments of your audience, and then you put those specific segments, filters, into your actual ad sets to then tell Facebook very specifically who you want to target and why. All right, and so basically what this is targeting people that have viewed my dog collar, have not purchased, may have added to cart, but have not purchased, and I want to retarget them with a discount. And then you might want to do one that has add to cart minus purchase. Add to cart minus purchase and view content. That's what I mean by you can spend so much time doing this. So that's my one warning, is try not to spend forever doing it, because it can be very time consuming. That's why I like DPA. It saves a lot of headache, but I am using these now more. And again, you always want to do, like with my previous videos, like trying to keep it 3 steps. So 1, 3, and 7, basically, giving them a 10%, 15 to 20%. All right, that's what I'm testing. Dog 10, dog 15, dog 20. For the most part, everything else is the same. People will come back. You just change a bit of it so that you add a bit of scarcity as time goes on, and you'll find that it'll work nicely. And that's what I would do. So that's my added on strategy. And again, if the other part, sorry, I should add, is if you've made your lookalikes and you want to start marketing to these lookalikes, all you do is you go into, for some reason I don't have lookalikes. I thought I did. Anyway, but same as custom audience, you just put it in here. You just choose the 1% view content of that product, whatever it may be, and then you might want to exclude purchase. So, because there can be some overlap between the fact that a lookalike, it might find that those people are the same, and it might, very minute amount, but basically it's a more 100% strategy than 99%, if you get what I mean. So you can say lookalike of 1% of my dog collar minus people that have already purchased my dog collar. So then you just, basically what you're doing is you're eliminating anyone that it may possibly retarget that's already purchased. That's it. Now with your lookalikes, it's not for retargeting, all right? additional cold traffic. So you start like this. Interest targeting with your ad. 3 ad sets at $5 a day on purchase. Once you start getting traction, you then start installing apps, blah, blah, blah. You make custom audiences. You can, and DPA ads for your retargeting, as well as you make custom audiences for more controlled retargeting, basically. And so you have your cold traffic ads and you're optimizing those. You have your custom audience for your retargeting, that's retargeting, and then you use those custom audiences to make new cold traffic ads. Now, the added thing with lookalikes, as opposed to your original interest targeting, is they're far more targeted, okay? So lookalikes is where people say you make the real money. Because what you're doing is, because you have this custom audience, you've told Facebook who your sort of audience is, so now it knows. Rather than sort of this bit of guesswork, it has a more defined approach. And so your lookalikes is where you can really start. You'll find your cost per clicks lower, your CPPs lower, CPMs lower, and you will find that that's where you can really scale with confidence. Okay, because you're going to have millions of people, you know, and as you can see, that was just United States. If you're targeting other countries, it goes from 2.5 mil to 4, 5, 10, worldwide, 50 mil. You know, have this ridiculous audience where I've seen people spending $20,000 on a single ad a day, and it's got a 2.3 ROAS. So, you know, like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. All right. So I wanted to just explain it. It is a very important part. All right. So I hope you have liked today's video. Please drop a like, drop a comment below if today's video was helpful. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get updated instantly. My group, Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle on Facebook, is growing. Just hit 2.5k members and hit 800 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So thank you to everyone who's subscribed. It's a pleasure helping you all. My exclusive group, Shopify Dropshipping Lifestyle Gold Class, the names just get longer, has gone live. I've gotten quite a bit of feedback about what people want, and I respect that. Thank you so much. So I am incorporating that feedback, like I was doing lifetime, but now I'm doing lifetime as well as monthly. And so it's a work in progress, like anything. I'll be doing lives in there, store reviews, case studies, interviews, so on and so forth. And obviously just a more personal approach to your questions, okay? You get premium support there. So there's a link down below if you are interested in joining my exclusive group. There's a link down below as well for the free cheat sheet. Don't forget to subscribe. Download that, pardon me. I can't think of much else promotional shit to talk about. No. It was funny, actually. I got contacted from someone wanting me to help market their Facebook marketing course. I'm like, okay. But again, I just wanted to say thank you, everyone. I know I have my problems. I know I make mistakes. I am human. I legitimately feel sorry for those that I do stuff around and that at times. I am sorry. I feel really bad about with the group and the feedback with the membership. That's on me. So I am honestly sorry from the bottom of my heart. A learning lesson. It's not something I'm proud of, but I am adjusting it. I'm just going to adjust it, learning lesson, and move on. All right. So once again, thank you very much for your time today. I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you and goodbye.